at a premium, and what I mean is normally you're going to have to go to the extent of the tire and the extent of the fuel run anyway. So to kind of hold back, and really honestly, fuel and tires don't last that long here. I believe it's 6 laps on a tank of fuel and tires, so you're going to want to try to race as hard as you can, put yourself up front as much as possible, because there's not going to be a lot of strategy as far as when you take tires and fuel, because the less burnout here, and usually left side tires at your oval tracks don't burn out. Normally it's the right sides, but your left sides are more vulnerable considering turning right. So I really think you're going to have to go as hard as you can early on, because the track position is going to be king. You got a lot more cars on the racetrack than what we had last year here, and I think you go hard from the beginning.
Yeah, to your point, Duke, track position is always vital. You always want to stay ahead of a couple of other guys and try to get a couple of points, you know. Yeah, and at a road course like this, especially at a huge road course like this, it's going green throughout the whole stage, and you know how it is at a road course like this. If you get 2 spinners, that's not going to cause a caution, because you'd have to have at least 4, 5, 6 cars or something like that on a road course to actually bring out a game caution. So it's gonna be difficult on the drivers mentally, you know, them wanting a caution and them having to just drive through the race and, you know, keep their head down and try to get the best finishing position they can.
Well, Checo, you know as well as I do, when you come to a road course, or you go to an oval, excuse me, when you go to an oval, you have a chance to kind of rest depending on the oval. A road course, you never have time to rest. That's constant upshifting, downshifting, throttle, steering. You got to have really quick reflexes, and this isn't going to be one of those races where you can just chill out and expect to get a finish. You're going to have to get up on the wheel, and you're going to have to make it happen. But the main thing you want to do tonight, and I'm pretty sure you can agree with me on this, is keep it on the asphalt. Because a lot of drivers, them sand pits, we don't have a lot of that at other road courses, but them sand pits, they slow you down tremendously, and it takes a minute to get out of them.
Oh yeah, the other track that I could recall having a sand pit would be Watkins Glen, and they only have one where 6 and 7 in the middle
Yeah,
of
in the
it.
carousel, I believe it is.
And over here, I mean, Sonoma's basically sand everywhere, so you can't really count that,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's basically just sand.
Yeah, that's
You can't
desert.
just take apart that whole track. But coming to Road America, you have a bunch of sand tracks, and if you get caught in the grass, you could, you know, there's a possibility you spin out, catch a couple of other people. But if you get caught in that sand, you're losing max like half a second right there, just getting caught in the sand.
And we just
Car will
received
start
an
to sink.
invite from them. What's the dealio over there? They done with qualifying?
Yep, qualifying is over. I'm still getting the status quo on when to join. Gonna get the dealio done here. You're now joining us, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Road America, awaiting to see. I don't know how many cars are racing tonight. We just, like
If
we
I
said,
had my
we all
correction,
finished watching the Atlanta race. It was beautiful.
I think they said somewhere around at least 20. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same amount as what we normally have, because there's a lot of drivers, they ain't road course racers. There's a lot of them that are really against road racing, and rightfully so, because it's a totally different discipline, like we were talking about.
Yeah, you just have to, like you said, it's all momentum. It's all up, it's all down. You gotta go. It's never a time to actually relax, because when you're on a road course, there's always time to attack. There's always time to gain, and when you're out front being the leader, you gotta hit every corner, every apex as perfect as possible. Because once that second car gets up to you, and they're hitting way quicker laps, not just in one corner or 2 corners, but if they're doing it the whole lap, yeah, you're gonna lose tremendous time, because it's not like an oval. You're
Trouble
not gonna
spots, I
lose,
think
you
that mainly
know.
that carousel is going to be the biggest problem. Coming out of there, the reason
I
being
got
is
so
because
many
it's so
invites in
flat.
too, bro.
It's so flat through that carousel, and you got to carry so much momentum off that corner, And if you're pushing at it at all coming off that right-hander, there's nothing but grass and dirt off to the side. And as soon as you're loaded up already enough coming off, as soon as you dip a tire in it, see ya.
Couple of passing spots. I don't know the turns by hand, but I feel like
I think turn
one
one's
of
going to
them
be a
is
big one.
turn 5. I think it's up the uphill one. The uphill is gonna be a perfect passing opportunity for some drivers because I feel like some of them are gonna go wide, carrying the speed up the hill and not knowing when to brake early on in the race. Sometimes drivers are able to, readjust on their braking points and they're able to catch that side. But if you're not able to, you're gonna have one, two, maybe 3 cars in a straight line going on the inside of you going up the hill because they already know.
Yeah, that uphill, not only that, to bring that to your attention, the uphill has a
Oh, we
transition in the
can join
car.
now. And there's 14 cars.
Okay. But as I was saying, as you go up that transition, and the car wants to get light and almost feel like a teeter, almost like it's coming off the left sides. So whenever you get that, normally it comes with a spin because it gets really light, especially if you nail the gas coming off of that. Yeah, like I said, pit cycle is going to be about 6 laps, and you're going to have to go the full distance until it says 0.
4 miles. Well, 4 point. I think it's 04. It's a little bit bigger than 4 miles with 14 turns, but yeah, a lot of track for these drivers to work with. As we see Sniper. Yeah, turn 1 is always going to be a little bit difficult.
Already?
For the drivers
Oh,
heading
man.
down into turn 2, down the little downhill that we got. We're on board with the leader right now, Death Before Dishonor.
Yeah, that's
Leading in
going to
front
be
of Too
big.
Good, and Colt is in 3rd right now for the start of the race.
Yeah.
As we have the 78 car of Hooligan. Yeah, Hooligan said he wanted the 78.
Yeah, and we got a pass for the lead here. Too Good has jumped in front of Death Dishonor and has passed him legitly. I mean, that was a heck of a pass. And I talked to Too Good a little bit yesterday during the dirt race, and he seemed pretty confident that he could get out front. And as we see, make a slight mistake there.
Got a little bit of a
Contact with a
his car on the
77.
grass. Ooh, 77 almost got sent into that. I believe it's I don't know what those are called, but scaffolding
Tire
modeled
mirrors.
with yeah. I thought that was like the walkover. He was gonna injure a couple of people. Oh, as Tuga goes through the grass, trying to get a little bit of an advantage as we don't have corner cutting rules on. Why not?
Well, a lot of times in that corner, you want to go as close as you can to that wall because, honestly, if you go out wide, the momentum you carry through there will shove you off the racetrack, and whenever it shoves you off the racetrack, there's nothing but a wall there. So, oh, and Death trips on himself.
Joining us into the lobby as we have Colt going into the grass as the 24 of. Since we have two, the 48 of GoPack is.
4x4 is in the 24,
on the front of his number 48 Ally Chevy Camaro, and looks to be a lot of damage. I'm not sure if he's able to look out of his front windshield, but yeah, he's gonna have to come into pit road, get a little bit of a service on his car as we're riding on board with the 19 of Crispy Legends as he's going down turn 1, trying to work on a pass on the 16 as he has the 5 making a pass on him going onto the inside. Yeah, like you said in pre-race, turn 1 is going to be a heavy braking zone and a great passing opportunity for all of these drivers, as we've seen Sniper make a pass on the 19.
Those 2 corners are really fast, and if you don't make the moves the right way through those corners and you overshoot them, you can lose a lot of time there, because if you see there's this long straightaway leading into this other braking zone. If you don't get off of too well, you'll definitely be losing the pack.
We have the 16 of Roadhogger looking in rush hour traffic here as he has the 42 of Frank and oh, the 78 of
Oh, and the
Hooligan
16.
just got loose
A
and
big wreck.
collected a couple of
And got the
drivers.
5, the 78,
I do believe that
16.
might be an in-game caution, maybe. No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It seems like an in-game caution, I would think. Maybe not. It looks like they're still. I'm gonna have to go to the front and see they're still racing.
Yep, we
Yeah,
are
they're still racing.
under green.
That was a 4-car wreck. I wonder if they're racing back to the line. They might throw a manual. I'm not sure if they're doing that this week. I don't think so. But that was
Well,
a
if they are,
big
then
wreck.
they should be throwing a manual because
That was
that
huge.
was a hectic crash. That looked like Noah Gregson and Sage Karam, I believe it was, when they were over here in roadAmerica, I do believe.
Well, we still got a good, healthy battle for the lead here. Looks like Def has caught Too Good again after making that big margin of error earlier that cost them the lead. And as they come down the front straightaway into that hard braking and right-hand turn for turn 1. And Too Good gives up a little bit on entry. It looks like Def's right there, pulls up alongside of him, going off into turn number 2.
Yeah, this is downhill. It's a lot of uphill and downhill over here in roadAmerica, and if you can use it to your advantage, like you just seen Too Good, you slip inside of the car, or slip on the outside of the car, you can make a really good pass for the lead as we have these two guys just swapping places back and forth with these, last couple of laps. I do believe there are 3 laps remaining in stage number 1, so we're going to see if they're going to have to pit, because like you said, 6 gallons, or
6 laps.
4 laps to the, 6 laps to the gallon, then might become interesting. I'm not sure how many laps they've already ran.
I believe this will be like the 3rd or 4th lap, if I'm not mistaken. It isn't
Good.
that
Now
many
hitting
laps in.
Apex is pretty nice.
Yeah, that's another thing I really wanted to talk about in pre-race, which we really didn't get a chance to because I talked about that awesome finish at Atlanta. But a lot of these real tight corners, if you look really close near where the curbing is, where you see the yellow and red, there will be a little black patch in there. If you can cross that apex right with the center of that side skirt as you're turning, you can get quite a bit of a launch off the corner, and it really actually helps you not spin out as well.
Boys are fighting clean, are playing clean and fighting hard as Death Before Dishonor keeps, battling here with Too Good as he regains the lead. These boys have now led every single lap amongst each other, I do believe.
Yeah, but they're going to keep battling, and there's a guy creeping in the picture back there. He's got a rainbow-looking car.
That's a 24 of 4x4.
Yeah, he made it determined in a lot of when I talked to him this week that he was going to be a factor. He wasn't going to just lay back. So we'll see how he does as these guys keep messing it up front.
Death blocking that inside lane, so Too Good couldn't, make a move on the inside. And like you said, they're just battling within each other. And I do think that the 24 is catching up just slightly, only because he has that clean air and he has space around him. These guys are now not trying to hit each other. The 77 doesn't want to, get on the brakes too hard and hit Too Good, or Too Good doesn't want to, estimate his braking zone and run into him, and then you're really gonna give the 24 clearance. As we see the 77 get a little loose. Ooh, maybe worn tires or something.
Yeah, this is about halfway through the run. I think it's about 3 or 4. Like you said, 3 to 4 laps. I think this is about the 4th lap, and usually we got about 2 more laps of fuel on the tires. So this is a little bit past halfway on the fuel run. Tires are going to start wearing out, and whenever they do, you're going to start seeing cars slip. Yeah, left sides are going to be big here.
Let's try to piece the field together as we have the 77 leading. We have Too Good right behind him. 4x4 is comfortably in third place. I gotta try to see who's behind 4x4
I want to say it's the
as we
3,
flip
I
through the
think.
cameras here.
It might be Frank. I think Frank might be. You got the 24. And then after 24, I don't see anybody behind him.
I just wish we had.
I believe it's Colt. Colt is third. Yeah, I believe Colt's third. Or not third. Obviously, the 24's third. But yeah, Too Good has finally actually walked away from death. I think he had enough
Too Good
playing
now
with
has
him.
a commendable lead. There's a little bit of space between him and Death Before Dishonor, as Death now has to try to fend off the 24, and I do believe the 3 is in fourth, because I just clicked onto his camera and he's now coming through the uphill section that I've been talking about all night. Fifth place might be Hellcat, as he's entering the same spot, with sixth place being Sniper right behind him. Trying to catch these guys.
Yep, and there's a second place battle going on right there. It looks like 4x4 is caught to 77.
And now riding along with 4x4, trying to see how he's able to make the move on 77 of Death Before Dishonor. And let's bring up the points real quick. Give me a second as I bring them up, because we haven't talked about them for the first couple of races, because it's the start of the season, and they'll be here and there. But coming into race 4, Death actually has a consistent season so far, and a commendable points lead, because he's leading the points with 103, with Jinx right there following him in second place with 75, and the margin between 103 and 75 is a bit big, I'd imagine. That's 28-point margin right there, with the battle for second place is going to be Jinx and Too Good. Oh, Too Good wins stage 1. Okay.
Yep. Stage 1 is Too Good, and you got Death of Dishonor in second, 4x4 and third, fourth Colt, and I believe Frank is fifth. Yep, Frank's fifth, and I'm trying to see who is sixth. Is the 7 car, then Sniper.
Let me read you the list right here.
And then the 5 and the 6 of Dave Ace, and then I think it's Hooligan, and then Roadhogger, and then Go Pack Go. But we're about to get ready for a restart. I don't know how many laps is in this one. I want to say there are about 6 laps apiece, if I'm not mistaken. Because I believe the whole race itself is 25 laps. So.
Well, there's 21 laps remaining in the race. Stage 2 is going to be around 6 laps.
But then they're going to have to make it all the way. They ain't going to have no choice there. That's what I was talking about.
Green flag pit. Oh, and we have Death Before Dishonor on pit road.
Something that's going to miss with the 77. That is very upsetting for the 77, but great looks on the number 9 as they go almost 3 to 4 wide and somebody slips off on the inside. I believe that was the 99. Going a little bit of agriculture racing.
Lagged out. Oh.
And it's the 9 versus the 24 down the super stretch right here for the lead, and it looks like 4x4 might take it from him as they go into this hard braking.
Side by side going down in this hard braking zone. Oh my lord.
Yep, and it looks like the 24 got loose. He went in there
the
way
3
too high.
A little shot to the 9,
the 3's got the lead.
Now comes out of the lead.
Colt
A
has got
lot
the
of hard
advantage.
battling going on here.
And
Colt
you,
said, "All right, now he's told me about his road course racing, and he said he wants to show his little wings off.
we got the
He
Hendrick
told me he's
teammates
not
on
the
the
best,
outside.
but he's showing me." As the 24
As
now takes over the lead again. 4x4 really showing off
oh, he
his
split
colors in
out
the
there.
24 is when I'm talking about him. I give him a little bit of the announcer's curse. And
Yep, the 9's right back out front. That's all it took for
kind of messes
4x4.
him up as the 24 gets into the 7 just a little bit.
And now he's
Cuts
getting
the
gobbled up by
24 off the
traffic.
track and yep, loses a couple spots as the 5 and the
Oh,
hard
3.
look into the wall for the 7. Oh man.
They're all getting it dicey. They know this is their chance to catch Too Good, and they're letting him slip away. That's not what you wanted to do.
As we have Sniper right here in the shot for second as he takes over the spot from Colt.
That's
Makes
impressive.
a
He come all the
nice
way from the
move.
back.
Yep.
I believe 7th place he's worked his way from within 2 laps.
What a nice move. What a beautiful calculator move that Sniper just pulled off.
He did that last
That
night
is
in
one
one of the
nice
heats,
move.
and it won him the heat, and it wound up setting him up good for the win later on in the race from last night at Kokomo. He ran that race last night and pretty much dominated it as he goes into turn 1 to take the lead.
As you see there far in the distance, the 5 has battled the 9, but right now we're trying to catch the rest of the field as we have the 7 just get loose off of exit off of turn 1 as he's going down into turn 2 right behind the 16 and loses a spot right now, but he's trying to build himself back up.
Yeah, you know that aggressive 3 ain't going to sit back there, man.
Oh, no, he is not. That's what you gotta love about Cole. He makes stuff interesting. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, interesting is to say the least. 100% hard charger award I give him because he does not mind sticking it in there.
Oh, hey, he's that one driver that'll do everything that everybody wants. He's like the Ross Chastain of our league, if you want to say that.
Yeah, sometimes he gets that reputation, and he's just fine with that. He really don't care. As long as the results are there at the end of the race, that's all he cares.
Yeah,
so
he's got a couple of wins like that, and like he said, as long as he's getting good finishes and he's able to look for leads, because let's take a little flashback to the Texas race last year for the championship 4 race. He was in the lead for a little bit, and a little bit of contact happened with him and Too Good, and caution comes out. But you know, like you said, Colt's not one to just back out of a situation. He's gonna battle it through and through. If he sees you right there and he knows that, oh, he's probably fighting for a championship, he's thinking in his head, I don't care, I'm racing for a race win. That's his championship right there, and you can't fault the guy.
yeah, and you know who's keeping Too Good honest is that number 5, because Too Good was licking his chops after he seen the 77 had an issue, went on a pit road. Thought he had it well in hand because he was out front for a good minute, and now it's Sniper that's carrying him around here. So that's got to be kind of frustrating to Too Good. As we talk about him, he got a little bit loose off that corner for a second. Like I said, 3rd is Colt. I believe 4th is the 6th car of Dave Ace. Yeah. 6th car
Yeah,
of
the
Dave
6
Ace.
is Dave Ace.
And then
Little friendly banter probably going on between Too Good and Sniper, as they always, chirp back and forth to one another, saying who's the better road course racer. And right now, I think Sniper has a little bit of the bragging rights. At the beginning, Too Good did have the bragging rights, but I believe Sniper did qualify, further back in the pack. And with him just working his way, up there, it's showing his, road course skills.
Yeah, Sniper's never been short on talent as far as technical tracks. That's like last night. I kept saying over and over about how technical the dirt race was. Road course racing is just as technical, if not more so. Whenever you got a guy that doesn't
Ooh,
make many mistakes,
24
it's
off the
good.
track into the inside wall, off the carousel, off the beginning of the carousel. Sorry to cut you off, but
No, that was the place
ooh,
that we talked about earlier in pre-race. I was telling you, man, the exit of that carousel is a high-load situation. It's very high speed, and like I said, if you dip a tire off in that grass, you're gone.
yeah, you get your car really unsettled and you're going around for a ride. As we've seen the 24 just, far off into the distance. I don't know if everybody was able to catch that, but far into the distance, you've seen the 24 just go straight into the inside, like into the beginning of the carousel, and hard impact as you see the damaged 24's nose. Oh, number 999, Crazy Cactus, up in the mix. Showing off a couple of our drivers.
Yeah, another
Sometimes we
car coming
don't
up in the
show off all of
picture
them.
is that number 16. He faded back earlier because he got in that incident with that big group that was with Sniper, and he looked like he has worked his way up into the 5th position. Here, looks like he's about to take 4th away from the 6th, I believe, of Dave Ace.
Last week's winner, Collins, trying to make a pass on Go Pack right here for a 10th. Trying to catch him off guard onto the inside. We seen him going onto the front stretch, looking onto the inside, trying to make it before the final 14 corner, and he was able to, but Go Pack just probably had a better exit. As you have Sniper right here into the lead, as you see Too Good trailing him by a substantial margin. I believe it would be a 1.2 second lead that Sniper's got right now in stage
about a
2.
1 to 2 second lead. It looks like he's got on him. But Too Good's hanging
So
tough.
Hendrick cars looking to sweep the stages over here in Road America. Looking strong, they do.
And rightfully so. Usually that 9's pretty fast, and that 5's usually pretty fast on road courses. So no surprise there in the rides that they have. As thanks sure ain't
A
lack
lot
of
of cars
power.
trying to catch up. We have the 3 to 16. Behind them, we have a couple of other cars. I do believe
yeah, that's
19
a
is one
history
of them.
right
As we
there.
have the 3 trying to
You might want
save
to
it,
keep an
he
amber
does.
on them because them two, whenever they get side by side, it's a show. They don't like each other. They tell each other they don't like each other. They try to be nice about
Dave
it. But
Ace! Right into the forest section. He spins around. I'm not sure if that's gonna bring out the caution, but a 6 hard lick,
trouble
hard,
for
very
5th
hard.
place. His car is beaten and badly bruised, and after that, sadly misfortune there coming off the corners. One slight mistake is all you need, and you're going back.
And like you said, one slight mistake is what Colt made, and the 16 has now taken 3rd place away from him.
Yep, and the stage is over. Sniper gets your stage win, and it's going to be followed by Too Good, I believe. And 3rd place goes to Colt Spacers, like you talked about before, in that number 3.
No, 3rd place went to Roadhogger.
Oh, Roadhogger, excuse me.
Yeah, Colt made a little bit of a mistake coming off the turn 14. He got into the grass. Well, from what I seen.
Well, Roadhogger practiced a bunch this week. I was with him quite a bit, and he wasn't the fastest car, but he seemed to stay on the racetrack. So that's what you got to have, and you see what happens when you don't. Every car that's gotten off the racetrack normally has significant damage, and normally gets himself in a really bad spot. So it normally don't work out.
We had word from Sniper. He says he didn't qualify back. He got wrecked from the lead. What?
Yeah, remember that big wreck that they had whenever they had
Oh,
that incident?
yeah. Oh, so he started on pole. Yeah, see, I don't have a picture of the starting grid as. Yeah, he did
It
start
looked
on pole.
like
As
the
my
24
camera
peeled
starts
off
on
for
him.
some reason on his
Maybe he
start.
forgot to press the X button, confirm
Yeah.
his couple adjustments as he made.
That's a
And the
long way
99
around
over
here
there
out of fuel.
further
And
back
we
in
got
the
trouble
field.
further back.
Oh! Tumbled into the inside wall of turn number 1. Kind of looked dangerous right there.
Yeah,
As we have a
restart's
battle
gonna be
for the
wild.
second. We have Colt making a pass on the 9 car too. We're gonna see if he's able to hold this pass. Nope, Too Good was able to drive around, and we have now Colt getting you know, put under the spotlight as the 16 looks to his inside, and he
Under
gets
Too
into the inside of
Good.
the 9, and now they
Ooh.
were 3 wide for that spot, and they were still 3 wide with the 19 coming into the mix. Both Bass Pro Shop cars trying to, you know, finish relatively high in the standings, and
Too
oh my
Good is fighting
lord,
them
Too
all.
Good, Too
I
Good
mean,
drives around all of them.
he was fighting them off there, man. They were coming from every which corner after that little slip from the 16 that put him in a rough spot there for a split second. He held on to
Yep.
it, and you see what happened.
Couple spots back. It looks to have been Too Good gets second, Coates third, Roadhogger fourth, and I'm not sure who's fifth as we're cycling through the field right here as we're just looking at the 6 car of Davies trying to
Like
catch up to the 42 of Frank.
That's, I believe, who's next, because I seen a car get shot off in the distance in that real sharp corner after the carousel. You look like he got in the wall. I believe that was not Sniper, but the 24. Excuse me.
Ooh, the 48, hard impact.
Yeah, he didn't have a good showing at Atlanta either, so I guess it's just falling in the cards of them.
Side by side going down the front stretch, and the 16 is able to clear the 19 as the 19 looks to go to the 16's inside and tries to regain the spot, but not able to fit his car over there. The 16 was trying to look to make a pass on the 3, and the 3, you know, he had that slight edge over them. He had a little bit of a gap.
Yeah, and he is doing everything he can to get to him and make the pass as he goes on the outside of him. The 3 has got the preferred groove going down in this hard left-hand corner. So it looks like the 16's got the advantage for a second, and the 3 follows in behind him. Yeah, they're about single file now. About the only battle I see is back there where Too Good is at.
Ooh, 99 into the sand trap. He was trying to make a pass on, I'm not sure who was in front of him, and just overshot the braking zone and found his car into the sand. He's able to recuperate. He didn't get stuck in it as he puts his car into the sand trap again, just by a little bit. Gotta get off of a couple of these drivers because I feel like I do give them bad luck. You show them on the camera, and that's when they mess up, you know, little by little.
Yeah, they're a little camera shy, I assume.
Good to put him on Sniper right now. I'm gonna see him going into this braking zone. Kind of slip up. I'm gonna let out Sniper. I'm sorry.
He got mad at me last night because he says I jinx him because I pick him all the time, but obviously it didn't work last night.
Oh, that's right. As we have both stages ended, who's our pick to win this race tonight?
I'm going with, I was going to go with the 9 car in the beginning, and I really still believe that. I don't know if Sniper can pull it off. I think Too Good's pretty fast, and he's just had a lot of people try to get him off his course and off his game. So Sniper kind of got lucky in the beginning because Too Good was back there with the bees.
Yeah, now Sniper, he has his lead back. He started in the front. As he said, he's got into a little bit of a skirmish, put him back into the field, and now he's able to stay out in front. So with that being said, I feel like I have to pick a Sniper, and if not Sniper, I want to say Roadhogger, because I feel like if a caution does come out and he's able to get around both the 5 and the 9, I feel like he's able to put down a couple of good laps if he has a sizable lead between both cars. But for right now, I'm gonna have to say the 5.
Yeah, I thought 4x4 is going to be a lot more of a game player, and he's starting to creep his way back in the picture a little bit. 16 made a slight mistake there, but it looks like they are about to be side by side heading into this kink. Sniper just continues to run away. Put the camera on Sniper.
Ooh,
it might
24
make
gets a little bit. I was on Sniper for a little bit. I was munching on my nachos over here. We made nachos over here in my house. So So I'm just munching on that while I'm broadcasting in the booth right now, so you already know. But yeah, now Roadhogger's in position to where if that caution does come out, he's gonna be lined up right behind Sniper, and if all goes well, and Too Good slips up in the braking zone in turn 1, I don't doubt seeing Roadhogger in the lead for the last couple of laps, as we don't have that many laps remaining. I do believe we probably have around,
well, I'd say about 15 laps probably remaining. I would say about 15, probably 14. Because it was a 25 lap race. I think both first stages were 6 laps, so that would have been 12. So probably about 9 laps, maybe then 9 or 8.
we're gonna need some of these guys to start streaming it.
Yeah.
An example, Too Good. Or Sniper. I do believe Sniper does stream here and there.
Yeah, we kind of expected this, though, without a whole lot of action as far as restarts and stuff. Very few yellows. The field gets strung out because there's a lot of drivers that finally get comfortable and just get in the groove. And you got your better drivers up front, and you got your worse drivers in the back, which that normally equates to some good action.
As you were alluding to, the 42 of Frank, he's one of the older drivers in the field, and as soon as he's getting into his rhythm, it looks like he's making good passes. He's made work on the 19, and he's trying to make his way up the field. As I'm not sure who we had. Oh, we have the 3 of Cole just hitting the grass. I thought we had somebody spinning. He's clipping the grass little by little. Not glass.
It basically is glass. Because
as
soon as you touch that, it's gone. I mean,
you hit it the wrong way, full throttle, yeah, you're spinning. You're done.
Yeah, that 19's creeping in the picture too. Crispy Legends, he's getting up near the front too. Looks like from about 3rd on back, starting to group together.
Yep, as we have Cole make a little bit of a mistake, he's now got Frank and and Crispy in his mirror right now.
That's who beat me last time we were at a road course. Frank in that 42 last year. He beat me at the Roval because he beat me on pit strategy. I took tires he didn't. I had to lead before we come in, and when we came out, he was the leader, and he took less tires than I did and won. So he knows how to get it done on a road course.
Yeah, he knows how to manage the tires, and you know, like we said, strategy is always going to be involved somewhere and somehow, and he's just one of the guys who knows how to wear his tires out, use the gas precisely, because you know, on road courses you're on throttle most of the time, because if you let up just a little bit, hey, you're losing the spot.
Yeah, usually, especially here with how much you do let off the throttle and get in the braking zones, any extra in the long straightaways, and you lose a lot of time. Because they're already braking the majority of these corners. It's about getting through them and getting off of them as fast as possible.
As we have Frank making a move on the 3 car. We have the 16 and the 24 now catching up to Too Good to make a charge for 2nd place, as
Colt got off the racetrack.
Trying to...
And now Frank has passed him. Yeah, that grass is going to be a bad deal, man. I'm telling you. And also keep your eye on, as we get through these long runs since the stages are over, normally the left fronts here go out pretty quick. So I'm not saying anybody will blow a tire, but if you have to go an extensive amount of laps like we haven't really had to do between stages, you might get a little bit more excessive tire wear than what you think.
Yeah, and as I thought that they were going to help each other right now, it's spicing up as the 24 and the 16 are going side by side down this very long front stretch. I'm not sure who's going to be able to come out on top right here, coming into turn one's braking zone.
8
These
tires is
side
better than
by
4
side
usually.
as we have the 24 just beat out the 16 right there. Just managed to squeeze in front of him.
And usually that's the respect level. If a guy's a little bit quicker than you, you kind of get behind them as long as they wait for him to make a mistake like the. As the 5 has walked away, probably to about a 5-second lead, I believe.
Oh, as they collide within each other. Oh, no.
16's in the wall hard. And I don't know
16
who else
and
was
24 both collided with each other. It was a 24. They were side by side going down that braking zone as well.
As pit stops are beginning, the 6 is on pit road, looks like. And 99 as well. Looks like this is where people are going to start hitting pit road.
Yep, the 3's off of pit road as well as the 6 coming down, or coming up. 48's out of the race as we have the 99 coming down pit road. We see far in the distant future, a couple of cars were coming out. I'm not sure who else stopped. Somebody else was in pit road as the 99 was coming in.
I don't think Sniper has yet, and I'm pretty certain the 9 hasn't yet, so I believe them are still your first and second coming through the lineup.
Our front runners probably have not pitted as Sniper might look to pit right now as we're on board with him. Yep, I just call it out. Sometimes I'm like that, sometimes I'm not. He probably... But I'm not sure how the fuel's looking like. I'm not sure
and
how
here
many
comes
laps
Too
we've done
Good.
already. But we have your front runners right now coming down pit road as a little bit of strategies gonna come down. What would you do, dude? Would you sacrifice a little bit of time for some good tires, or what would you do?
4 tires. You gotta have grip, and the thing about it is the left sides, from what I gather whenever I practice, we're normally at the end of the fuel run.
Road. The 42 of Frank is also entering pit road.
At the end of the fuel run, usually your tires are pretty much gone. Especially the left front, usually it was in the 10s to the 9, somewhere around percent. So I'm pretty sure it's 4 tires to fill her up. If we could choose just left sides, I think there would be tire stops, or 2 tire stops, but we don't have that option here in NASCAR Heat 5. As our race leader gets off of pit road.
78 and the 7 are also hitting pit road.
4 seats of damage.
We have our leader right here, Sniper, going down into turn number 3. Yeah. This one's 3 and the uphill's 4. Now I get it. I thought it was 5.
Yeah, I think Sniper's got it pretty well in hand now. All he's got to do is just hope for no yellows, and he don't catch any cars that are basically straggling from the back from pit stops from mistakes, and I think he'll be just fine as long as he don't catch no traffic.
Yeah, I always had a little bit of bad luck when I come out of pit road, and you know, there's a couple of people on worn tires or their cars already damaged and stuff like that. And when you go into the grass with a damaged car and worn out tires, yeah,
because you
better
ain't got
pray
no grip.
to Jesus that you missed that car.
You ain't got no grip as it is, and then when you hit that grass, you got 0 grip. So it's
way worse than 0 grip. You got negative something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like once you hit a blade of grass, you're spinning.
Yep. And that's pretty normal. I mean, you see it all the time in the Cup Series. Grass is bad. You touch it, nobody tears your cart from limb to limb. So, and normally don't like it too much. And it's only from the tread. I wish we would
be able to race Sonoma in the springtime. Springtime Sonoma, they have grass all over the place. It's so beautiful. Yeah,
they actually, they just repaved that facility, so they put grass all the way around the track now. So it's going to be pretty interesting when we go up there for the Cup Series to see what it looks like.
Both Bass Pro Shops looking to be in the top 5 spots right now. I think they fill out 4 and 5, if I'm not mistaken. As we have Roadhogger right there in the picture, looking to hunt down the 3 car, as the 19 has a little bit of a lead uh, in front of the 3.
Yeah, yeah. Trying to see who that is in third. I believe that is the 3.
I know I sound like a broken record, but I just wish we had
Timing and
a
scoring.
scoring pylon. Yeah, timing, all the scoring pylon. I feel like in racing games, this is what has to be had in like an online lobby. Like, it's just a must.
Yeah, especially for us broadcasters, it is. It's kind of hard to call a race when you have no clue where everybody is. The 19 did get by Colt Spacers, so I was pretty sure Colt was third before those initial stops. So if that's the case, now you got Crispy Legends in third and Colt in fourth. I think 4x4 is fifth, and Roadhogger is sixth, I believe, somewhere around like that. Trying to see who's in front of 16 here, if I can.
Oh, the 16. I think he's behind both of. So if you said 3 and 4 is Colt and Crispy,